baby, baby. That reminds you of not Trey, P.I.G. and Fate was in love. Pulling your bow sagging, gun on my hip, that's right. I'm a thug and I love to slide, love my mama.
So let's take a stroll down memory lane to discuss Murder Inc.'s own Cadillac Tah. What up guys, Ali here and welcome to Ali Talks Music. Add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get into the video. Cadillac was born Tahim Crocker around 1979. He grew up in the very vibrant neighborhood of Jamaica, Queens, and began crafting rhymes around 1993-1994. Initially, Cadillac did not aim to break into the rap scene. He was all about spinning tracks and dreamed of becoming a top-notch DJ. But as fate would have it, the universe had bigger plans for him. Growing up in New York, Cadillac drew inspiration from Run DMC, Rakim, EPMD, and Kool G Rap. Before he knew it, he was spitting bars and making a name for himself as one of the most renowned MCs in the hip-hop world. Fast forward a few years, and Cadillac Tah was ready to shake up the rap industry in a big way. 2001 was a very big year for Cadillac Tah. He dropped a couple of singles that year, including POV City Anthem, Just Like a Thug, and let's not forget about his song I Gotcha Ma. Cadillac was doing so much work that he also appeared on J-Lo's single Ain't It Funny, the remix, as well as a song with Faith Evans called Good Life. But here's where things get really exciting. That same year, his track got a spot in the blockbuster movie Fast and the Furious.
Now everybody just bounce, bounce. My Pub City hustlers bounce. All my hood slimmies and proud of mommy see.
But his story does not end here, not by a long shot. You see, even though he was riding high on the success of his singles, there was a bit of a hiccup. His much anticipated album, POV City Hustler, which was supposed to come out around December of 2001, got shelved unexpectedly. But despite it all, Cadillac kept working. A few months prior to his album being shelved, Cadillac took on acting and appeared in the movie Exit Wounds. And get this, it wasn't even his first time on the big screen. He actually made his movie debut a year earlier in the movie Big Mama's House. Now, Cadillac Tah was deeply connected with the infamous label Murder Inc. This relationship stirred up a little bit of drama and misunderstandings, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. In 2002, Tah dropped another banger, Just Like a Thug featuring rising star Ashanti. The track was such a hit that 2 more versions were released. Now after this release, everyone was buzzing, curious to see what was next for Cadillac Tah. And luck seemed to favor the man. He landed a role in the movie Pauly Shore is Dead around 2003. But then things went very quiet for our guy, resurfacing only around 2005 with his mixtape. But here's where things take a turn. After 2005, it seemed like Tah took a step back from the limelight. Additionally, word on the street was there was some tension brewing behind the scenes, especially with Irv Gotti, the boss at Murder Inc. Tah felt sidelined, making way for Ja Rule's rising fame, a move orchestrated by Gotti. And when talking about his album that was supposed to come out around 2001, Tah points fingers at Gotti's decision-making. And let's just say Tah was not very close with Ja Rule anymore. Now, Tah was a good guy, and he believed in the good of people. He also thought his friendship with Irv Gotti and Ja Rule were genuine. But as time went on, the cracks began to show. Now let's talk about Irv Gotti for a moment. Initially, Tah saw him as a mentor, someone who had his back. But as things unfolded, it seemed like Irv was more of a business acquaintance than an actual friend. And this feeling of being sidelined was not just with Gotti. It also extended to his relationship with Ja Rule. In an interview, Tah opened up about feeling overshadowed and always playing second fiddle to Ja Rule. Now, according to Tah, Irv Gotti was a bit of a bully in the industry. There was a time when Tah wanted to do a song with Just Blaze for the NBA Live soundtrack, but Irv Gotti was not having it. Irv shut down the collaboration before it could even happen, leaving Tah very infuriated. But despite all this, he remained loyal, sticking to the label even when it seemed like his career was in a standstill. But everybody has a breaking point, right? Eventually, Tah decided to leave Murder Inc. and carve out his own path as an independent artist. Now, as we all know, Murder Inc. and 50 Cent had beef. But here's the thing. It wasn't always bad blood between Tah and 50. They actually grew up together, but as their respective labels began butting heads, their friendship took a hit.
What time did the issues with 50 Cent start? 2000. So what's crazy about that is you're childhood friends with 50, right?
Right.
Okay. So he's your childhood friend. And then obviously you're getting your money, you're working for Murder Inc. Are you able to go to Irv and John and be like, hey, I understand your position, but this is my friend from growing up? Are you able to separate the two, or do you automatically inherit the drama?
At first, no. At first, there was no automatically inheriting. No, it wasn't that. It was, yo, this guy, trying to so-called mediate, trying to go to him and say, yo, man, chill out. Don't, and coming back over there and saying, man, don't worry about him. I talked to him. It ain't going to be that serious.
There was even this one time when rumors flew that Cadillac Tah confronted 50 Cent at a social event, all because someone disrespected his baby mama, who was sporting a Murder Inc. shirt. Allegedly at the time, Cadillac Tah's baby mama was wearing a Murder Inc. shirt, and someone threw a bottle at her. Now, according to Tah, a bottle was not thrown, and things did not escalate pretty much. The situation was quickly diffused, and 50 responded in a respectful manner. Cadillac Tah said the following: "If I remember, I don't think anyone threw a bottle, because then someone would have got shot. I think what it is, she got the Murder Inc. shirt on, and think were saying disrespectful shit as she walked by, and I come up there, I was just like, yo, what's happening? If is violating my baby mama, it's gonna get nasty." And 50 was like, "Nah bro, I'm going to take care of it. What Bang M said was news to me. I didn't even know that he ended up slapping someone over that." But wait, there is more. Word on the street is that Tah tried to play peacemaker, breaking up a studio brawl between Ja Rule and 50 Cent. Now, even though Cadillac Tah and 50 Cent were once friends, he did diss 50 on the song There's a Snitch in the Club. Fast forward a bit, and after parting ways with Murder Inc., Tah had some reflections. He expressed regret over his beef with 50 Cent, feeling like maybe he should have sided with Murder Inc. when 50 was beefing with them. To add another layer to this saga, Prodigy dropped a bombshell in his book, claiming that Tah confessed to setting up both Irv Gotti and Ja Rule for a major downfall. Prodigy's book was called My Infamous Life, the autobiography of Mobb Deep's Prodigy. This book had everybody talking about Tah again, but here's the thing. In the book, Prodigy claims that Tah had a hand in setting up Ja Rule and Irv Gotti to be ambushed by E-Money Bags.
I mean, his book came out,
Right.
spoke on some shit that he had no knowledge of, and really just kind of just spoke on some sideways shit to try to make it, try to make his book, more exciting because, I guess when a nigga write a book and it's supposed to be an autobiography or some type of shit about their life, where everything in the book is everything other than their life, then, I don't know.
Now, this stirred up quite a buzz in the industry, with folks left and right chiming in on these heavy allegations. Even Ja Rule stepped in, completely dismissing Prodigy's claims, saying that Tah had nothing to do with any setup. Now, for those of you who don't know, E-Money Bags was a rapper, one who came up in the streets. He was known for being involved in gang activity and for also selling narcotics. Now, around 2001, E-Money Bags was shot about 10 times. And as a result, the man is no longer on this earth. A lot of people feel like Irv Gotti was somehow involved in the murder because Irv got robbed by E-Money Bags. But Kenneth Supreme McGriff, a known affiliate of Irv Gotti, was convicted of the murder.
How about Cadillac Tah? Because Cadillac Tah was implicated in the Prodigy book of like something like...
Yeah, that I didn't like.
Yeah, I don't think any of
But Caddy will be there too.
So you have since worked that out?
I mean, we ain't gonna work nothing out, but Caddy will be there too. You either go ahead, get your money, perform or whatever, but I'm never gonna trust you again.
Fast forward to around 2020, 2022, and Tah finally breaks his silence on the matter. In a series of interviews, he vehemently denies Prodigy's accusations, suggesting that just maybe, Prodigy was telling lies to sell more books. My dude says, in his little book, Gotti and Ja got robbed. That's one fact that's not true. You could do your homework on that. Ain't never been robbed as long as I was around. Now whatever happened before then, I don't know nothing about. But as long as Murder Inc. was popping, never got robbed. You feel me? According to Tah, when Prodigy's book came out, he called Ja Rule and the two of them laughed about the entire situation. Tah said the following: "I haven't spoken to Gotti. He is doing his own thing. He probably ain't even paid no attention to that. But I spoke to Rule and the Rule was laughing on the phone. We laughing at this clown. We just bugging out of this, off this Kareen Steffens male. This is a male superhead. But go ahead, man. Do what you gotta do to sell your book." So, what happened to Cadillac Tah? Lately, as far as music goes, he has been very quiet. It seems as though after the guy left Murder Inc., his career went on the decline and he hasn't been able to recover ever since. When Tah's popularity was at its peak, which was around 2001, he should have dropped an album. However, the label held him back and chose to focus on Ja Rule. Lately, Tah seems to do a lot of reminiscing about Murder Inc. If you check his socials, he's always posting about his time on Murder Inc. And get this now, he is now the CEO of Bank Bag Entertainment. Cadillac Tah is still dropping music today, and if you check his socials, he's always announcing the release of a new project. Cadillac Tah gets about 30K monthly listeners on Spotify, and his most listened to songs are POV City Anthem, Still Down the Remix, The Pledge, It's Murder, and New Day. That's it for me, it's your boy Ali. What happened to Cadillac Tah in your opinion? Let me know down below. Also add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music. Till next time, peace.